Welcome to the KIMI KATO show and another exciting episode. KIMI, you have some great guests on today. I can't wait to talk to them and meet them on the show here. So, the KIMI KATO show, every week we invite you to a captivating exploration of Japanese pop culture. Join us as we dive into the colorful world of Japan's music, anime, fashion, film, and cuisine. And I wanted to say, we're happy 4th of July. I'm a day late, but I hear you guys had an amazing 4th of July. I'm very jealous. You got to tell
Hello,
us about it,
Jeremiah.
Kimmy. You
Yes,
rub
we
it in.
did.
Make me
We
feel worse.
we did. Well, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th.
But before I go into introducing the guest, actually, before we go into talking about 4th of July, I would like to introduce you two of our great guests today. Please welcome Atsushi Goto and Gabe Bloch from Pony Canyon. Woo!
Big audience here in Santa Barbara clapping for you guys.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Atsushi-san and Gabe-san. So Pony Canyon is one of the entertainment companies in Japan that my team and I have been working closely with. And for those who do not know Pony Canyon is a major player in the entertainment industry in Japan. Founded in 1966, they've been delivering top-notch music anime films for decades, and they have recently expanded their reach in the US with the launch of Pony Canyon USA. They just hosted an amazing press conference at the Japan House a couple of days ago to announce their launch, and I am very excited about what they will do in the US. So before we go into talking about Pony Canyon with you guys, I would like to do a quick intro by explaining who we have here today. I want to introduce you, Atsushi and Gabe. So firstly, Atsushi Goto is the Deputy Executive Director of Music Business Division at Pony Canyon and the board member of Pony Canyon USA. Atsushi Goto has had an illustrious career in the entertainment industry and has been a pivotal figure in the music business in Japan. At Victor Entertainment, he was responsible for managing the national idol group SMAP. They're one of the biggest boy bands ever, and was behind the success of their hit single Sekai ni Hitotsu Dake no Hana, which sold 2.5 million copies. He's also worked with renowned directors like Jarmusch and Wim Wenders. Wim Wenders at Asmik Ace. At Pony Canyon, he managed one of the top rock bands like GLAY, contributing their impressive 40 million total CD sales. 40 million CD sales. And you've not heard of them, right? GLAY, right? They are another biggest rock bands, monster
I've been
rock
jamming
band
out to them all morning. What are you talking about, Kimmy?
Currently, Atsushi Goto leads the promotion, tie-ins, and overseas strategies in the music business division and serves as a director at both Pony Canyon USA and Taiwan. We also have Gabe Bloch, who is the Chief Strategy Officer at Pony Canyon USA. Gabe is a seasoned global media and entertainment executive. He's fluent in Japanese and Chinese, obviously in English too, with years of experience in business and legal affairs, content development, production, and acquisitions. His impressive resume include working at Alibaba Pictures, GGL Productions, and ByteDance. You know ByteDance, right? TikTok. Now he's with Pony Canyon based in their Los Angeles office. Welcome, Atsushi and Gabe again.
Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much for coming on the show.
For having us.
So what brings you to LA, guys? 何しに来たっていう。
今回は、ポニーキャニオン USA のローンチレセプションを行うために、ポニーキャニオンの社長のミスター吉村も一緒に来ました。あと、アニメエキスポを我々は見に来ました。
Yeah, so we're here in town right now for a big launch event that we just had at the Japan House, and a press conference and a reception that we had there.
We miss you, Jeremiah.
Yeah. Yeah, where were you, man?
I know. Can I tell you, I finished an interview with Vicky Peterson from the Bengals at 3:30, and there was no way I could make it, but I was like,
All right.
all night.
Excused.
I'm sorry.
I feel jealous.
If it was any legendary 80s group, I gotta let you. That takes precedence.
Kimmy, I remember you had her poster on your wall,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Am I giving too much away? So I
right
got
next to my Guns N' Roses poster.
So I got her to send you a little note. So I'll give that to you later.
Yes. So for those of us who weren't hanging out with legendary 80s pop groups, we were at the Japan House having an event there for the launch of Pony Canyon USA. And our chairman and CEO, Mr. Yoshimura, was there here in town for that event. And that we're also here for the Anime Expo, and we have an exhibit. We have a booth there at the expo.
Gabe, how was the press conference? How did it come down?
I think, we weren't sure about I mean, it was happening on July 3rd, which obviously is one day before July 4th. So we weren't sure how many people would show up for the event, but much to our delight, we were basically oversubscribed, and it was a full house, a real evidence of people's enthusiasm for what we're doing and for Japanese culture in general. And we had several speeches, that we gave, and people seemed to be genuinely interested. People were there after the event, schmoozing away as long as they kept the doors open to the event. So I think it was beyond our expectations as a success.
Atsushi-san, どうでした？
Congratulations.
Thank you.
いやー、我々が思ってる以上にたくさんの人が来てくれましたし、いわゆる業界関係者の大事な方もいらっしゃっていただいたので、非常に盛り上がりました。
Yeah, I mean, there were far more people than we expected, first of all, so that was fantastic. And there were people that fairly influential folks from various parts of the entertainment business that came to join us for the event, and that show of interest was really exciting for us as well.
Well, it was an amazing press conference, and it was supported by Japan House, the Consulate General of Japan in Los Angeles, and the Agency of Cultural Affairs, Government of Japan. So congratulations on the launch of Pony Canyon in the US.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Amazing news.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then let's quickly talk about how Anime Expo is on right now. It started yesterday. I went as well, but we all went to Anime Expo 2024 at the Convention Center in downtown LA. It was an absolute blast. The whole venue was filled with exhibits from all the anime companies from Japan, featuring their content to catch people's eyes. Pony Canyon also had an exhibit. Gabe, would you like to quickly talk about what Pony Canyon has to offer?
Absolutely. And I will say also, I wore my Neon Genesis Evangelion t-shirt and still felt underdressed, to be honest, once I walked into the site. But we have a booth there right in the main building for a new IP that we're releasing very, very shortly, actually, on Netflix, called Kinnikuman, which for anybody who was a kid in the 80s, they will probably recognize these characters because there was a toy that Mattel put out in the United States called Muscle, MUSCLE, all caps.
And you owned one, right?
I had, well, they're these 2-inch figures that are like, they're not opposable, like you can't do anything with them.
Kinkeshi?
Yeah, Kinkeshi. But we loved those muscle men. Like it was like my favorite toy. If you ask me why.
Did it stretch? Was it one of those that stretched?
They can't do anything.
Oh,
they're totally unopposable. Like G.I. Joe, you could like move, and but like these muscle figures, they were just plastic. They're pieces of plastic. They almost, some people I think thought maybe they're like erasers or something. I don't know, but they don't move.
Yeah.
But there was hundreds of these characters. They're all Kinnikuman characters, and they were incredibly beloved in my house. So that was an IP that I was aware of, but I didn't realize it was a Japanese IP. But obviously Shueisha had this Kinnikuman IP. I guess it was like 37 years ago. A big show, had like 20% viewership rate in Japan. And so, here we are 38 years later, releasing a brand new animation first on, I think, terrestrial television in Japan, and then very shortly a global stream on Netflix. So if you like violent wrestling or like really cool, like dozens of cool characters sort of having a big scrap, this is your show. And I should say here in the Anime Expo, we have this big ring. It's quite high up, very, very noticeable ring. And there's a wrestler in there. And you can go into the ring. Yeah, he's like a real wrestler, as I understand it. And you can go in and take selfies with him. And
did you get in, Kimmy? Did you wrestle?
Of course, well, I didn't wrestle. I didn't want to break my neck before this lovely show. But I did go into the ring. I had to. I couldn't resist myself going up onto the ring and taking a picture with Kinnikuman figure, almost life-size Kinnikuman figure. So I did go up there.
You guys have spent a couple days now with Kimmy. It sounds like it. Doesn't Kimmy have the best life ever? You know
Absolutely.
How to live, Kimmy. You know how to live, my friend.
We all do. We all
have fun.
Yeah. So at the Anime Expo, there were like many panels and showcase, thousands of anime fans dressed up in cosplay, as Gabe just mentioned. You can say it's a 4-day paradise for anime enthusiasts, right?
It's like another Halloween.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, is it similar to like Comic-Con where people dress up?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a combination of like Halloween, Mardi Gras, and some kind of I don't know what, so
how much fun. Did Kimmy have a costume?
No. No.
Kimmy, if you were going to wear a costume, what would your favorite anime character be?
Yeah. Ninja Hattori-kun.
You might have to explain that IP for some people.
That's a ninja anime series by Fujiko Fujio. It's the author that created Doraemon, but there was another TV series in the 80s when I was growing up called Ninja Hattori-kun. So ninja, and it was Hattori-kun. Yeah. So that's another IP that has probably it's literally gone, isn't it?
Yeah,
not many people talk about it.
That needs to be
revived.
Maybe Kimmy needs to bring it back.
You have to cut this part so we can keep it secret and then execute on the idea.
Yeah. So I do recommend people going to the Anime Expo. Do visit Pony Canyon booth, but there's so many to see. I can't personally wait to see what next year brings too. But after the Anime Expo, we then went to the Hollywood Bowl to celebrate July 4th with Harry Connick Jr. Now that's a complete other side.
If you're in LA or anywhere, isn't the Hollywood Bowl? It's like iconic that's the best spot to go for 4th of July, isn't it?
I believe so. I've been there on the 4th of July at the Hollywood Bowl to see Pentatonics before, but
oh, cool.
Yeah, yesterday was a show by Harry Connick Jr. and it was a sensational show, celebrating music and American spirit. I love how Americans just love being patriotic, and I truly admire that. I really enjoyed the patriotic atmosphere that truly embodied the essence of the Independence Day. But I think we need to go take a quick break.
All right, but before you do, let me ask you guys, did you have any food or drink or?
Yes, we did. Yeah. We bought food with drinks. It's just...
So a good friend of the show, Kimmy, is Suzanne Goen, the celebrity chef that runs all of those venues.
Oh wow!
She has that famous fried chicken and all that great food. And her partner that does all the wine is sommelier Caroline Stein. So they do all the food at the Hollywood Bowl, but they're friends of our show.
Amazing.
Good people.
Good friends to have.
どうでしたっけ、ハリー・コニック・ジュニアのショーは。
いや、なんかアメリカ人の愛国心と、あとファイアワークと音楽をミックスしたショーがめちゃめちゃ素晴らしかったですね。
Yeah, it was quite an experience just to see the combination of deep patriotism and big fireworks together.
Yeah, they have
you
a
know,
great show, Big Firework. Do you both live in Japan, or are you now here in LA?
you know,
今どち
Atsushi-
らにお住まいですか？
今は、神奈川。わかるか
東京。
東京。
But so Kanagawa Prefecture in Tokyo. So Atsushi is from Tokyo just for this 4th of July event at the Anime Expo and the press conference. Gabe?
Yeah, I'm based in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I wish I were based in Tokyo. I love Tokyo.
No. We're happy to have you, Gabe, here.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's good to be
Right.
here. There's not, good place to be as well.
Well, Kimmy, you've got a great soundtrack today. Is the soundtrack all from Pony Canyon?
Yes,
Artists
indeed. Yes,
and
indeed. So yes, we'll.
Yeah, we do have to take a break. Do you want to talk about what we're playing on
Yeah.
the way out?
Yeah. So we will be playing Mayonaka no Door by Miki Matsubara. We played that before on our show a few times. So yeah, have a listen.
Okay. We'll be
Don't
right
go
back.
away. We'll be right back.